Well, look what's on the workbench today. We have Arctic Animals Science Kit by LEGO Education. This is set number 45203. Contains 1,134 pieces. Retails for $99.99. And this set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, just by looking at the box, I don't know exactly what we're looking at other than a polar bear, but I see very few signs of LEGO builds that we're doing here. But we do have 4 science experiments, and I don't know, just by first impressions, this looks kind of just like your typical LEGO Education set. Doesn't look too appealing. Just being honest, here's the top of the box. So maybe we're building brick animals, and at least we get a minifigure included. We have more. Well, the back of the box shows a lot more than the front of the box. Looks like we get to make ourselves some kind of a ski slope. Maybe some underwater thing. Some reindeer thing. And maybe it's reindeer games, and then we got a polar bear thing. And yeah, it looks like it just uses almost the same exact colors as the other educational sets. And honestly, this one's just not catching my interest. I don't know, it just seems like you're just typical over-glorified Lego City theme. Well, let's unbox this behemoth and see what kind of boredom is inside. I mean, experiments, my bad. Open this up here. Alright, how sloppy is this one packed? Yeah, just typical. Well, that's floating at the bottom. Well, at least it's got building guides in their own little folder so they don't get all messed up. That's even better. And yeah, let's see here. We'll take a look at that here in a bit along with these 2 plates. And yes, whoa, where are you going there? I could use these for campgrounds, but first I gotta do the review on this. And we got several numbered bags. Let's hope it stops at 10. We'll find out here. Okay, we found the most important one. And why do I go through all the bags? Just to see what we have in here, what's involved. And yeah, I'm not in the mood to review an education set, but it's here, I gotta do it. Why did I accept it? It's here. Okay, it looks like we're getting more bags of anti-excitement here. You can tell by the excitement in my voice, these are not that fun to do. And that's just my opinion. I want to build something with a lot of color, maybe a little theme going along with it. I mean, the experiments more or less and the other ones work, so I'm assuming this one's going to work, but yeah. And then there's an 11. Boy, this was really packed sloppy. Looks like we get 15 numbered bags and a set of plates. And now we got to unbox this and see what's in here. Trying to avoid paper cuts. And let's see here. So I'm assuming if it's got 4 experiments, yeah, it looks like we can build with a group, so up to 4 people can enjoy this set together. Or put us to sleep together, depends on how you look at it. And that's essentially the contents. I didn't see any stickers, but does it have a brick separator? Well, let's find out, because some are curious. Usually something like this should. And indeed it does. It comes with a bluish-green one. So far I am not too impressed because these are not that exciting. Well, for me anyways. I want to get to something with more of a storyline to it than this. But, well, we don't know yet. But the only way to find out is to head over to my second channel. We're going to build this in a few installments. Come back and we'll take a tour of the experiments. So the first experiment involves a ski slope and various sleighs. So we're going to take a look at our minifigure first, because she's going to be running into some trouble here in a second. So she's got herself hot chocolate and a radio with GPS. She'll probably need that where she's going. And she's got nice print work for her torso, double-sided head, the works. I do like the bright color torso and pants. Makes these figures really do stand out. And then we have the ski slope. Let's start with this one first. Looks like we got a little bit of a problem here. And here's the interior. Just enough room for you to put your hand in there and move a minifigure around. Well, she's going to have to get in there first. Well, she's probably trapped inside, so she'll probably poke her head out through the top here, like this, with the hot chocolate. But this doubles up more than that, so she needs to get her ski going, and this is more like the solved version here. And basically what this one here does is it's just, you plop your minifigure in here, your scientist, and let her go for a ride. Put the steering wheel the right way, that would be a big help. Okay. And just to make it more challenging, we're going to leave all this equipment in her hands. And basically what it is, you want to see if she can slide down here. Now these two pieces here are really not included. They're not necessary. I just had a few extra pieces to put on there. Kind of keeps this thing well guided. So now we can just bring this one here down. And she slides off into the sunset. And it works pretty good for what it is. Well, when she comes back down here, she realizes she can't get into here. Because, well, there's snow covering over the door. And she's going to have to run back and get the big tools. So she's going to have to kind of climb back up this hill here. Get her feet stuck on the studs. She's got that GPS and that hot chocolate. She's going to need it. This just miraculously just spawns in here. And she's got a bigger vehicle here with more stuff. We got tools and a lunch stuffed in there. You could take this off here. It comes with all that. And basically what this one here is just to invent something that can hold tools like a shovel and stuff, some ice axes, all that good stuff. So we're going to put our figure in here. And this one took me a few tries to get it working in the build installments because we were losing equipment as we were going down the bumpy hill. And that's not good. So just like with the other challenges, she's got to hold all that gear in her hands while she's going down. I mean, why not? We got to make it hard, right? So now she's back up here with the tools. She's got to get down here. Now, will she make it? Let's move that out of the way. We don't want to be having any collisions in here. So here we go. Well, she lost a brick here, but she didn't lose her tools. So now she could come in here and take the shovel and just shovel this away here. She can just do this and just kind of plop that off there like that, and let's help her out a little bit. We'll be a nice neighbor here and help her out. And yeah, so a lot of parts you're going to be able to lose real easily on this one here. But now she has access into the door. Okay. And I like how this was when we were first building. I was like, I don't know about this. You know, you're going to have the snow in here, and it snowed again because the snow's back over the door. But it's a fun little experiment to solve on how to get down the hill with equipment without it getting lost. And yeah, now I'm sure you could probably build something a lot better than I did here. That's the beauty about having the invent. You can make your own mock on this one if you want and make it something better. But for me doing this on a pinch, you know, this is not too bad really. We can set that back up there because I got to do a thumbnail still. But I mean, for just what we have here, what we have to work with, I mean, this experiment worked. And I'm going to say that this one here was pretty good for what it is. Did it keep my interest building it? Well, we'll say that for the review. But for me, it's pretty decently constructed. Building it just feels kind of airy. It doesn't really have a lot of weight to it. But it more or less works. Moving on to the second experiment, which involves a mama and baby walrus. But first we're going to take a look at our minifigure. Looks like he's ready to go with a torch, some kind of gauge, and flippers. It's got the oxygen tanks, and yes, double-sided head. Even cool, huh? And in addition to that, we do have a baby walrus. Moving on, we have the mama walrus, and this is the part where you have to build here up to this point. Now, the solve is the flippers. She's supposed to hold her baby. Okay, so how do we do that? You know, with these stubs here, she can't hold on to her, or him. So you have to kind of make like a little container there to fold up. And you just drop your little guy right in there, like that. Now this thing says it's supposed to stick straight up. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or not, but this doesn't stick up. You know, she kind of just flops down like that. And of course, if she wants, she can do a backflip. Oh, the baby didn't fall out. Maybe I did do it right. Oh, no, we got to be careful. We're dropping the baby. Oh, no. Here, be careful next time. And that's pretty much what the experiment or the solve is. I mean, it wasn't too exciting. And then for the event, you have to make a scuba diving thing here with a pooper scooper, because we got to pick up all the poop down here, the baby poop. So we got to put him in here. Oh, his visor fell off. Build quality on this one here is very minimal, so be very careful. This is probably one of the worst ones I've ever had to build, because parts will fall off. Be very careful with it. So this is my contraption here that I built with the shovel, and as you can see, it's not my quality of standards by any means, although it's a good inspirational piece. But yeah, I mean, and basically for the solve, you have to come over here and you take the arms. They're flexible where you can just come in here and scoop up the poop and take it back to the lab. And that's essentially what this is. And then the flippers just kind of float around in the ocean somewhere because we're littering. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And it's bare minimum. I mean, did the experiments work? This one here didn't work all that well. Maybe I'm missing something. I didn't do it right. That's about as best as I can ever get her to hold her baby. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something on this one. But yeah, this one here was not that exciting. I just couldn't get into it. More or less, though, it's just basically a mama and baby walrus and how she carries her baby and how we pick up the poop. For the third experiment, we have reindeer and habitat. I'll take a closer look at those in a bit, but we're going to start off with our minifigure. So she's our photographer with a very large camera. She's got nice print work for her torso, and she does also feature a double-sided head, which is very cool. That's if I can get the wig back on there and the camera and stuff like that. So she's ready to take some photos here of the deer right there. And next we have a little baby foal, calf, whatever you want to call it. Now when you originally built these, you got to solve and you have to add the extra fur on there, or the wool, or whatever you call it. So these come in pretty scrawny when you build them. You just have to add them in there. And it's really not easy to take these off. It's not like I can take them off and show you what you're supposed to do. So this is more like the solve portion is just this. So you build the deer in the first part, and then the second part you just come in and add the wool on there. So they're ready for winter. I mean, they're just your typical Lego brick built animals, built very minimal, very minimal. And then now we have the terrain here. Obviously, it looks like it's summertime. And here we have our little lodge here, a little shack that our scientists can go in and take a look at the deer. Now, I like about this thing actually does rotate, but let's take a full 360 spin here. Now, I got to be very careful with this. Things will fall off. It's just like with all the other builds and experiments. They're not really built all that great. So the build quality on these is lacking. Now, in addition to this, we can change scenes. So isn't that cool? We got the snow here, and then we got the summertime. You can see how they matched up all this, which is really cool. So you can just say, okay, here it is wintertime, and here we got it summer. Okay, and I've camped in both weathers, so I know exactly what those look like there in person. But I'd say, honestly, this is a cool little idea here, so you could flip these around. That means that you can have your deer in two different biomes at the same time. Now, the shack is the invent. You have to invent this yourself. And you know how I am. This is very... Ooh, you got to be careful. Boy, even the antlers are about to fall off on these guys. This is just barely tacked together, so I gotta be very careful with it. So we're gonna set our scientist in here so she can take pictures of the deer. She doesn't want to spook them. So let me kind of get her in here real quick. And it's a hit or miss. There's not enough room to even put my adult hands in there to get her to stand upright. It's very hard. I could have just left one side open, but you know how I am. I like to have enclosed structures. But you kind of get the idea here. I'm just seeing if I could do it here. And I am not successfully getting her in there. Like, that's how big the hatch is. I can't get her in there. There's just not enough. There wasn't enough parts to really make this thing nice enough to where I could make the top fully removable. So... in addition to that, the leaves are falling off. This top has fallen off a few times. This is my own creation here. And with the very minimum parts, you really can't do a whole lot with this. And in addition, you also do get a cup of hot chocolate and a notepad, because the deer's taking notes on the human, right? Is that how it is? But for the most part, though, it's a nice little informational piece, but not a whole lot of play value. And this is essentially the experiment right here. Now, I see in this being adapted to other things. So this is really kind of cool here. But in that's pretty much all you do. There's really not a whole lot with it. So I would say that this experiment here wasn't too exciting. I just wasn't happy with it. It was just... more or less just let's build some deer and a habitat and throw them in there and have a photographer take photography of them. Other than that, that's pretty much what it is. That's the experiment. Maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. But this one here, the terrain, building the terrain wasn't all too bad. But it's just like with the other experiments. You can lose your retention on these real quick. So even I was just starting to get kind of exhausted putting this one together. Here is experiment 4, and this one involves polar bears and terrain and how they navigate through it. But before we can get into all that, let's take a look at our minifigure. He's probably the most exciting part of the build. He does feature a double-sided head, which is really cool. And like these torsos, these are really nice, especially if you're doing a winterscape theme. It's got his binoculars and his ice hammer and all that stuff, so he's ready to go. And we got our polar bears. You get to make a brick-built baby polar bear. Looks more like Snoopy. And an adult polar bear. And if you see the stuff on the bottom, this is the solve here. So when you build it, you just have him with no pads on his feet. And he's just brick built, posable, limbs move, all that stuff. But you won't want them to move what we're going to be doing with him. And this is what we built here for the build portion of the set, is a little catapult here, or what I think is a catapult, but it doesn't work what you think here. And basically what it is, the bears are going to have to navigate on here. So the cub comes down here, and he's hanging on for dear life. He just attaches onto these studs right here. In fact, it'd be better to go this way here, and I'll show you what this does. And we'll need that in a bit. We'll take a closer look at that. So the polar bear is supposed to come onto here like this, and he's supposed to land on this platform. Now, I barely got this to work. He only landed on it one time. Let's see if he could do it again. Most time he'll just fall into here, or he'll slide around. So that was the goal, was with the solve, is to prevent him from sliding all over the place. And right over here is where you have to pull this out, and he should fall down. Okay, so this time it actually worked, but he barely was grabbing on. But I got to have my 3 chance rule here. See, sometimes it won't work. Try it one more time here. Yeah. So this project here is a hit or miss. Let's try it again here. It's a hit or miss. You may have to split his legs out a bit. And sometimes it doesn't want to work. Yeah. So it seems like this is either too far away or this wasn't out far enough. And yeah, the first time it worked okay. He's supposed to land on here like that. To come over here, make sure his baby's okay, and then we can save him. Okay? Not too bad. All right. But we're not done with that. Now we got to do the solve portion, which is a little homemade snowmobile thing with cleats on the bottom. You know, they give you a bunch of parts here to go through this. And this thing here, well, you can see it's got handlebars. It's meant for a minifigure. Never safe to drive with the hammer in your hand. You never know where that thing's going to go flying off. We're going to set him in here. Now, the experiments in here you can do any way you want. This is just what I saw in my imagination. And it just depends on where you want to start with this at here. So basically, this is supposed to land on here pretty much like the bear. That doesn't look too pleasing, doesn't it? That looks very painful. We'll try that again here. See what I mean? This experiment here was pretty much a bust. Yeah. You know, things are just going to fall off. This thing's kind of built kind of crummy, but that's essentially what I did. I'm sure you'll probably come up with something different, but this experiment here, yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with it. It was just not that fun. It seemed like nothing worked on it. The bear barely goes onto the platform half the time. You think he'd get a running start and just jump on there. But I was just not pleased with this one. This one was just like the other ones. It was bare minimum built. If I can get this back in his hand here, you know how I am with my bad editing skills. It's this right here, well, this here has got more weight than this whole project combined. This is built okay. Matter of fact, if that had a way to, maybe he could jump off of that, it'd be easier for him just to jump on here and do a belly slide or a rear end slide. But I'm going to say that this one wasn't too exciting, but basically it's just learn how polar bears navigate through icy terrains. But this one here, yeah, I would say that this one's a bust. I just could not get it to work. And I did not want to spend all day trying to figure it out. And, you know, this is always a topic about retention rates here. You know, and this is a question you have to ask. Are you or your child are going to be into this? Is this something you're going to have a lot of retention for? And for me, for this model here, I was not too thrilled with it. I was just rather bored. It was the same color palette we did with pretty much with all the other ones. Not only just with this set, but with the other ones. And yeah, I just, maybe I just didn't see this one differently. It wasn't that interesting. Just the colors just kind of made it bland. But you want to know my true feelings on my set? Well, here they are. Let's start the review with play value. And as you see here, we get 4 minifigures, several brick-built animals, and some structures, and some very crude vehicles. So I'd say there is some potential with this set. It depends on what you're looking for. In addition to the play value, you could take these pieces and combine all these together, make a different type of model or some kind of theme out of this. They do give you a good, decent variety of parts, both medium, large, and small pieces. So you could probably come up with your own builds other than what LEGO has provided here. But play value for me as an adult was very limited. You know, like I said, you do get the accessories, you get food, you get tools, but other than that, it's more just a very large parts pack. Now, if you're looking for something with build quality, I'd say this one here is just average to below average. I did have some pieces fall apart, especially if you're making your own inventions. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. Some of these can be very flimsy builds, such as this hunting shack in here in the back, and some of the vehicles I was putting together, even the walrus could get a little brittle, and it was just nothing to write home about. It was just more or less just tacking pieces on and saying it's done. And as you can tell, there's a lot of air in here. A lot of these builds are airy. Things are not really attached all the way. And if you're looking for something with a lot of robust features, it's built very well. This set is obviously not built for that. So if you're looking for something durable, this one's not it. Which leads to my build experience, and honestly, I was bored of this set. It was not exciting to put together. We're using the same colors as we use pretty much in the other educational sets. I mean, at least we have a little bit more here. We have medium nougat, we have some green in here. At least there's a little bit more color. But honestly, I just wasn't too happy putting this together. I was like counting down the bricks just to get this one done. And you shouldn't feel like that about a Lego set, but this one here was a complete miss for me. I just could not get into this build whatsoever. I just wasn't too happy with the outcome of it. Now, as far as for experiments, as you saw in the previous segments, a lot of these experiments don't really work all that well. Like this one here did not work with the walrus. We couldn't get the bear to land on here. And this one here just lacks play features or experimental features. The only one I'd say would work very well was the ski slope here. This one was probably the only one I think worked the best out of all 4 of these. So more or less, I was pretty much at a loss of words on this one. I just can't think of anything positive to say about it. It was more just like a time waster project than anywhere else. But if you were interested in this type of theme, this should be great. But except for educational value with the included excerpts in the building guides, there's really not a whole lot with this set. I didn't really learn a whole lot from it. And I just was rather turned off on this model. It just looks kind of junky, if you ask me. I mean, at least you get some nice minifigures and accessories, but for a tune of $99.99, I could see that being spent elsewhere other than this set. But honestly, if you like these educational themes, this is a really good gold mine. But for me, this was a complete miss. I just could not get into this build. I was hoping it would be something different, since it was the larger of the 4 educational sets, but this one here was just more of a hodgepodge full of experiments. Most of them just did not work. So I have to give this set a score of 6 out of 10. No stickers. There was a brick separator. It can be built by up to 4 people, which is a positive note. But other than that, though, it just feels like your typical cookie cutter education city build. Very bare bones, bare minimum that you could build things. Things are tacked on, you know. Things are just flaking off on these. And honestly, I could see this being a lot more better, but I just think this was just a miss here. But if you're looking for something with educational value, this one really just didn't have it. Well, for me anyway, except for the building guides. They do make it kind of interesting, but basically we're just getting experiments here that are just kind of more or less just the bare minimum, and I wasn't too thrilled with it. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of the Arctic Animal Educational Science Kit, and tell me what you think. This one, I just could not get into it.